All right, and we're back. Let me take a quick break. Back killing me. As you can see, it's 4:17, so I've been here 4 hours and some change. I had to take a quick second to adjust. You know what I'm saying? All right, but when we last left off, we were looking at UCC 3. That's what I was trying to pull up. We were having difficulties. And this is actual, these are UCC, known as UCC 3 or Financing Statement Amendment or UCC AD. And the reason for this, as you remove your collateral, you have it right here where you amend things. When it's time to terminate it completely, that's when you do it. Hold on, let me make sure we got the, there we go. The collateral change. When you update, take some things away, delete some items, just any adjustment you make. This is your amendment. This is your update. The initial financing statement, like your number, and either it's continuation, you know what I'm saying, or it's an assignment, or it's an amendment. And an amendment, affects, usually the collateral. You want to change, you want to take a few things off, leave a few things. This would be where you would put it. This would be where the collateral change would go. You know what I'm saying? Describe the collateral, what's been deleted, restated collateral description, you know what I'm saying? Like, describe collateral, like all this right here goes here. So when it's, in that last example, when it's time to give back the office equipment, that's what would go in this box. Let me make sure I don't skip too far. As everybody can see, this is pretty much the same as the last one. This has to do with real estate records. This was where you put your first filing state. When you get it gets assigned a number. So this is where you put that number at, and then you check which box. You know what I'm saying? The box would be some kind of change. You know what I'm saying? If this is where you're terminating it, that's what you would put. It's good. It's good practice to terminate these after 3 months. If it's a loan, it's usually good. Yeah, 3 months is good. 90 days is good. It's a good, commonly accepted time frame. And this is where you would update and make any changes or any adjustments to anything. And just the rest of it, that's like all of them. They always have instructions. And to tell you collateral change, to change collateral covered, describe the change in 8. This may be accomplished by either describing the collateral to be added or deleted. Not rocket science. See, UCC 3 AD. So very simple, very, very simple. If still to this point I've left something out, we'll go over it during the live sessions. But this is it. Now we're going to talk about this very briefly. I said this is the heart and soul of it. The back taxes and EIN and your government registrations listing the same date of business, inception. That's great. That helps you on the aging side. This helps you on the trade line side. These, like I said, if you just put down, it's all, and the only thing that it is just you filing it. And these will all be legit. You put down that your business leases a car from you, office space, office equipment, and has borrowed some money from you, that's a paydex score. Those are 3, that's all a paydex score is 3 verifiable transactions, and you would have it there. And that's why if you've seen some of the ads where we're talking about manipulating your own your own file, this can also be done on a personal credit level as well. And you can control this. It says you don't have to wait 6 months or 2 months or 3 months for a trade to hit or something like that. Trust me, when Dun & Bradstreet wants to begin to play games, this will still be at Equifax. It will still be in Experian. It will still be in the Factual Data's records, Info Group's records. It'll be everywhere because it's a public filing. The only way to prove you're a good credit bureau is before I lend somebody some credit, that you've done a good enough background check to let me know that, they've had credit experiences in the past, like they've done business with people in the past. Are those experiences caught up? Like, are they current? Are there any liens filed or collections or negative UCCs? That's where it gets kind of bad. But public filings like promissory notes that need to be filed at the county level, extra steps you can take, business license. If you're in it for the long haul, trademarking your name, your business name, all these things go into your file. And all it is in a big ball, in a whole ball of wax is different resources that the banks, vendors, lenders, everybody uses to their satisfaction, verify that you're not out to get them. That's number one. Second, to verify get a good risk assessment, whether it be fraud or just plain out the risk of lending you money. Like, what are the odds in the industry that you're in that you'll be able to pay me back? Like, they have their own stats. That's where they get these risk assessments from. So all this plays a huge part in securing business credit. And this right here, and again, like I said, we pat ourselves on the back because this is something that we use doing offshore corps, and it never dawned on us that that everybody didn't know that. So it became, as we put information out, it was something that only people that are in that field, that actually work in that field every day, and that actually do that for a living, those are the only people that would be privy to this type of information. So I guess that's why you don't see most black guys with gold teeth out there talking about it, or you don't see Thomas Kish talking about it. They don't teach you that, for the most part they teach it to you in business school, but unless your emphasis is on business or real estate, like mine was, I have an accounting degree and a business law degree with emphasis towards real estate. So that's how we stumble upon this, and then we get in with some people that, financiers, and they do it every day with their eyes closed, and we learn a little bit from them over the years. So this is information that's pretty much, for the sake of argument, brought to you out of a bank, like from the inner workings of a finance company, how points work, how all that stuff works. Like that's how this has been developed and proven and tested over the last 12 years or so. So, and this is a key. I mean, I get more calls or emails about this UCC than anything out of all of this. And like I said earlier, up to this point, you can move forward. Make sure you get your banking side situated. Shore up a few CDs or secured credit cards to get the banking side working for you too. This exercise gets the vendor credit and cash card credit prepped for you and ready. When it comes to banks, you want to shoot more for lines of credit and never loans. A loan requires a business plan. It requires a personal credit score. It requires a prospectus and projections and a whole lot of worst case, best case scenarios and stuff like that. This is not, that's not what you want. A line of credit, you don't need all that to get like an account at Staples or Sears. Those are lines of credit. Citibank card, like those are lines of credit. It's not a loan, So once you go in the bank and actually find a bank that will play ball with you and back some CDs against some, give you some secured opportunities, then you just nurture that over time, and you'll be able to go in on signature and pretty much get what you want. And that takes time. But to speed things up on the other end, you can gather most of the financing you may need, from Citi cards, Sam's Discover cards, and stuff like that. So what we're doing now is just putting you in the ultimate position to actually be able to take advantage of those things. So that's pretty much it for UCC. As far as promissory notes, after you do a UCC, that means someone's loaned somebody some money. So if that's the case, then it means there must be some kind of loan agreement in place somewhere. And this is just a rough. Oh man, come on, don't do that. Yeah, there we go. This is just a rough. Yeah, I hit the button. My mistake. Don't go. There we go. It's just a rough example of a promissory note. You can find one probably on LegalZoom or one of those legal websites that that have all kind of forms and stuff like that. Or you can draw it out yourself on a napkin or something. And this is just something that we use for a guideline. And this is expertlaw.com, library/business/promissory notes, blah. But most of these have an emphasis on very complicated loans or transactions. If yours is much simpler, then you don't really need all this. But you need your basic things. You need the terms of repayment. You know what I'm saying?